6 parts, 60 free GitHub repos, and every time the top comment is the same. What else can I stop paying for? So welcome to part 7. And this one has a theme the others didn't. Every tool on this list you don't just use for free, you own it. Because there's a difference between renting your software and hosting it yourself on your own machine forever. 10 free open source repos, and together they carry over 500,000 GitHub stars. That is the biggest lineup I've ever put in this series. Watch the corner. As each one lands, a blade lights up on your own private server rack, and the counter climbs. At the team sizes I'll show on screen, these 10 reclaim over $13,000 a year of software you're currently renting. And one of them, number 4, does for $0 what a competitor just tripled its price to $750 to charge for this month. One honest rule before we start. Same as always. Self-hosting saves you the subscription, not the work. You become the admin. Deal? Let's go build your cloud. Number 1. Open WebUI. And it's the most starred tool on this entire list. Nearly 145,000 stars. This is the private ChatGPT you host yourself. It's a beautiful chat interface that runs completely offline against local models through Ollama or connects to any OpenAI compatible API you already pay for. It has built-in retrieval so you can chat with your own documents just by typing the hash symbol. And it's fully multi-user with role-based access control. So a whole team shares one instance. And your prompts never leave your server. What's it replacing? ChatGPT Business is $20 per user per month on the annual plan. For a team of 10, that's $2,400 a year. We can set up. It's a single Docker run command, and it's live on localhost 3000. Honest catch, and it's an important one. Open WebUI is only the interface. To match ChatGPT, you still bring the intelligence, either your own GPU running a local model or a metered API key. It makes the front end free, not the model. Also, the license is a custom one. You can't strip the branding unless you're under 50 users. But for a private self-hosted AI workspace your team actually shares, that subscription, gone. Number 2, PhotoPrism, the self-hosted answer to Google Photos. Around 40,000 stars. And it is a genuinely beautiful AI-powered photo library that runs on your own hardware. Point it at your pictures, and it automatically tags what's in them, recognizes faces, and pins every shot on an interactive world map, so you can search your whole life by a person, a place, or a thing, all indexed on your own machine. And it's light enough to run on a Raspberry Pi, syncing over WebDAV, with full raw support. Google One and iCloud Plus both charge about $10 a month for 2 terabytes, roughly $120 a year, forever. And it only climbs as your library grows. PhotoPrism is a one-time setup. Grab the official compose file, edit the end, Docker compose up, and you're on port 2342. Honest catch. The core is completely free and open. But a few extras, like those interactive world maps, sit behind a paid membership, which is simply how the project funds itself and stays independent. But for your entire photo history, off the cloud and onto your own drive, that storage bill is done. Number 3, Uptime Kuma, and if you run anything online, you need this. 89,000 stars, MIT licensed, and mostly built by a single developer, Louis Lam. It watches your websites, APIs, servers, and containers. And the moment something goes down, it tells you across more than 90 notification channels. Telegram, Discord, Slack, email, whatever you use. It monitors HTTP, TCP, ping, DNS, even a keyword on a page or a value in a JSON response. And it hosts beautiful public status pages on your own domain, with certificate expiry tracking built in. Paid monitoring like BetterStack starts at $29 a month, about $348 a year, and climbs with every monitor. Uptime Kuma is one Docker run, live on port 3001, with unlimited monitors. Honest catch. It runs on one server that you host, so if that box or its data center goes down, your monitor goes down with it. and it can't warn you. The paid services check from many regions at once. You have one vantage point. The fix is to host it somewhere separate from what it's watching. But for uptime monitoring and status pages with no per monitor fee, one container. Number 4, Jellyfin. And the timing on this one is almost too perfect. 54,000 stars, licensed GPL. And here is the thing that matters. It has no paid tier at all. None. Jellyfin is a full media server for your movies, shows, and music with real hardware transcoding, so it streams smoothly to any device, plus live TV and DVR built in. Now, the competitor. On July 1st this year, Plex tripled the price of its lifetime pass from $250 to $750. And the features they lock behind that pass: hardware transcoding, live TV, mobile access. Jellyfin gives you every single one for zero. That's the whole story of this series in 1 week. A paid tool raised its price, and the free one already did it better. Setup is one Docker run. Live on port 8096. Then point it at your media folder. Honest catch: Jellyfin has no polished remote access relay like Plex hands you. So streaming from outside your house means your own reverse proxy or a VPN. And a few of the TV apps ask a small unlock fee. But for your own media, on your own server, with nothing gated behind a pass, Plex just charged $750 for this. Jellyfin charges nothing. Quick checkpoint: 4 blades lit, 6 to go, and the biggest reclaim of the whole video is the finale. If this list is saving you money, subscribing costs you nothing either. Okay? Number 5. Number 5, Paperless-ngx, and this one quietly changes how you live. 43,000 stars, GPL licensed, and it turns every piece of paper you own into a searchable digital archive. You scan a document or drop a PDF into a folder, and Paperless automatically runs OCR, reads the text, tags it, figures out who it's from and what type of document it is, and files it. Then you can search inside the text of every document you've ever owned, not just the file names. Your leases, your receipts, your tax records, one search box. Evernote's advanced plan, which is where they now put the good scanning and search, runs about $250 a year. Paperless-ngx is a one-line installer. Live on port 8000. Honest catch: this is an archive, not a note-taking app. So there's no slick mobile quick capture like Evernote. You lean on a scanner app to feed it, and the OCR is heavy on big batches. And you own the backups. But for a fully searchable home for every document in your life, that's your filing cabinet digitized for free. Number 6, Outline, the team wiki that replaces Notion and Confluence. Nearly 40,000 stars, and it is fast. A clean, real-time collaborative editor, nested collections with proper permissions, instant full-text search, Slack integration, and a full API. If your team keeps its knowledge in Notion, this is the self-hosted version where the data lives on your server. Notion's Plus plan is $10 per member per month. For a 10-person team on the annual plan, that's around $960 a year. Outline, self-hosted, is $0. Weekend setup: a Docker Compose file plus Postgres and Redis, then it's up. Honest catch, 2 of them. Outline has no built-in email and password login. It requires an outside sign-in provider like Google or a generic OIDC, so it's a heavier setup than a single container. And the license is business source, which means you can run it for your own team all you want, but you can't resell it as a hosted product, though it flips fully open to Apache in 2030. But for your team's entire knowledge base on infrastructure you control, Notion's per seat bill cancel. Number 7, actual budget. And this is the most personal one on the list. 27,000 stars, MIT licensed. And it is a seriously good money app. It uses envelope budgeting, the give every dollar a job method, the exact approach that YNAB built a business on. It's local first, so your entire financial history lives on your machine and syncs across your devices without ever touching someone else's cloud. It has rules, scheduled transactions, and genuinely useful spending and net worth reports. YNAB now costs $109 a year, and they raise it regularly. Actual is a single Docker run, live on port 5006. Honest catch, automatic bank syncing isn't free and built in. It goes through a third-party connector, about $1.50 a month in North America, or you import your transactions manually. YNAB bundles that bank link into its subscription. But for a private budgeting app, where your financial life never leaves your own server, that's $109 a year and your privacy back. Number 8, Infisical, and this one's for the builders. 28,000 stars and its core is MIT licensed. Every developer has a mess of API keys and secrets scattered across env files, Slack messages, and screenshots. Infisical is the vault that fixes that. One secure, versioned place for every secret, with automatic syncing into GitHub, Vercel, and AWS. It does dynamic secrets, short-lived credentials generated on demand. It scans your commits for leaked keys before they escape, and it even bundles key management and its own certificate authority. Doppler, the paid equivalent, is $21 per user per month on the team plan. For a 10-person team, that's over $2,500 a year. Infisical self-hosted is free at the core. Setup is a git clone and one Docker compose command live on localhost. Honest catch, the core is MIT, but enterprise features like single sign-on live behind a paid license in the enterprise directory. So a team that needs SSO still pays for that piece. And you own the disaster recovery for your own vault. But for centralized secrets management your whole team shares, that's Doppler's bill, killed. Number 9, Documenso, the open source DocuSign. 14,000 stars, and it does legally sound electronic signatures the right way. It embeds a real cryptographic signing certificate into every PDF. So the signature is verifiable, not just a picture of your name. It has reusable templates, multiple signers, signing fields, and email notifications, plus an API and webhooks, so you can wire signing into your own product. Here's the number that stings. DocuSign's standard plan is $25 per user per month, and it caps you at 100 signed documents per user per year. For a 5-person team, that's $1,500 a year with a limit. Documenso self-hosted signs unlimited documents for the cost of your server. It ships as an official Docker image on port 3000. Honest catch, you generate and manage your own signing certificate and your own email delivery. So there's real setup, and a self-signed certificate won't carry the same recognized trust chain as a big commercial authority out of the box. But for unlimited, self-hosted e-signatures with no envelope cap, DocuSign's meter, unplugged. Number 10, Coolify, and this is the finale, because this is the one that runs the other 9. 58,000 stars, Apache licensed, and completely free with no paid tier in the self-hosted product. Coolify is your own private Heroku or Vercel or Netlify. You point it at any server, a cheap VPS, an old laptop, even a Raspberry Pi, and you get Git push to deploy for apps, databases, and services with more than 281 click templates. And here's the beautiful part. Everything else on this list, Open WebUI, Image, Uptime Kuma, all of it, you can deploy on top of Coolify from one clean dashboard. A small team's managed hosting across Vercel, Render, and Heroku easily runs $400 a month. That's $4,800 a year, consolidated onto one box you own. Install is a single curl command. Dashboard on port 8000. Honest catch, you are now the platform team. Coolify is free, but you own the server, the patching, the backups, and the uptime. If that one host goes down, everything on it does too. So the moment it's live, claim the admin account before anyone else on the network can. But for your own platform, running your entire self-hosted stack, that's the cloud bill brought home. So there it is. 10 free repos, over 500,000 GitHub stars, and more than $13,000 a year of rented software, reclaimed and this time actually owned. Every blade on your rack, lit. If you want the whole thing in one place, I built a free PDF with all 70 repos from every part of this series, the deploy command for each one. and the exact paid tool it kills. Comment the word reclaim and I'll send it straight to you, or grab it at hyperautomationlabs.co/free/reclaim. If you're going deeper on this stuff, the beginner guides linked below will get you building fast. And if this saved you money, do the free thing back. Subscribe here on YouTube and follow Hyper Automation Labs on Facebook and Instagram, because that's where the next 10 live. That's 70 repos and counting. Part 8 is yours to pick. So tell me in the comments, which build do you want gone next?